What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. And today I'm gonna talk about Superman issue number 7, which is legacy number 850. It's an anniversary issue. It's an oversized issue, and I'm gonna be quick about it. Gonna break it down a little bit, but I'm not gonna go and read it through. I'm just gonna point out the goods and the bads. And some weird choices that the writer did on this book. um as far as the cover is concerned, it's a beautiful cover. I love it. I love the graphics, the visual. Superman smiling, posing, only we getting a different view of it. Usually we get a up front view of Superman when he poses this way. This time we're looking at him posing like that, but he's we're seeing it from behind, from a worm's eye view, so to speak, if you will. Beautiful, beautiful cover. I love it. I love it. So let me go with the goods on this book. A lot of goods. The good news is that there's more goods than bads on this book. So far, I have mixed feelings about what this writer has been doing with Superman. This is Joshua Williamson. He's pretty hot right now. This guy, he's getting a lot of work in a lot of mainstream comics. He's gonna be doing some, work for with the G.I. Joe character. He's gonna be writing the Duke character, which is a very, it's a military character with a lot of action and stuff. And certainly Joshua Williamson is capable. I believe him to be a very capable writer. He's done. He did the latest Crisis storyline with for DC Comics. He wrote The Flash. Now he's writing Superman, and he's very capable. I'm not saying he's not. He's a good writer, but he certainly makes a lot of weird choices that I'm gonna be pointing out in this book. So yeah, let's go inside. The goods is that this book is beautiful to look at. The visuals, several artists are taking care of the internal artwork here, and it's great. There's this. The good news is that this book, there's a lot of action. We have the return of, and we're talking about the goods now. We have the return of Perry White, who until recently he was in a coma. He's back, and he's making an announcement. Look at this. This is a beautiful, beautiful splash page. As Perry White is talking. He has this inner dialogue where he's thinking about the impact Superman has made since his first appearance, and he's remembering the first time he saw him, and how he has inspired Metropolis, and how Superman himself has inspired Perry White. And as a result, one of his inspirations, Perry White, now that he's back from being sick, he's running for mayor, and he tells the audience that his health scare made him think, and he wants to make a difference. Basically, it's all good and well, and it's there's a lot of exposure. There's a lot of establishing setups and stuff in this 850th issue. I do like the villain. The villain is this guy, Sammy Stryker. He's called the Chained. He's very powerful, and he gives Superman and the Superman family a run for their money. He's a very powerful telekinesis powered super villain. He's evil, he kills, and he causes a lot of destruction in this issue. Here's the Superman family. I'm not too keen on the Superman family. I'm more into Superman just starring in his own book. Just I want to see Superman doing things. When I buy a Superman book, I buy it for him, So, but in Action Comics, I guess Joshua Williamson is going along with the continuity, and in Action Comics, this Superman family is very prominent. But I'm just not a fan of the whole group thing and Superman family, Bat family, and all these extension characters that really, in my opinion, take the special, things about the individual character, the main character that would be a Superman or a Batman and stuff like that. The action is pretty fast paced. Here's the credits. The writer, like I said, is Joshua Williamson. The artists in this issue are Gleb Melkinov, Dan Jurgens, Nor Ratman, Edwin Gallman, colorist Alejandro Sanchez, Edwin Gallman, and the artists in this book hit it out of the park. I believe that they did a great job. No complaints there. The visuals are just amazing. Look at that. Superman chain trying to get out of it. It's just I love it. There's a lot of action. Not there's talking heads. It's a lot of dialogue, but it's farther down the line in the book, and but the action's great. Superman's effective. He pretty much he's pretty much in character, being heroic, being super, solving his own problems, inspiring, trying to do the right thing. And that's pretty cool. That's what Superman is all about. There's a few iffy things that I'm going to talk about, but for the most part, I think Superman was portrayed correctly, as you can see, like I pointed out, the Chained, he's very powerful. Look at him toppling these buildings here, and the artist does an amazing job. The visuals of this book, as I mentioned, are great. No complaints there, no complaints at all. This is an ad for the return of Superman 30th anniversary special, which I recently read. I'll probably make a video about it, and I highly recommend it. Highly recommend this book. Anyways, moving on, we continue. Like the Chained, causing a lot of destruction, toppling buildings, a lot of chaos in Metropolis, and he giving Superman a run for his money, giving the Superman family a run for their money, and a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. And here we, the Shane is approached by these two villains, Dr. Form and Mr. Graff. And I'm gonna tell you, not a fan of these characters, these so-called supervillains. It's been several issues. We're in issue number 7. I'm still not grasping. I'm still not seeing the appeal of these two villains. I think it's ridiculous that one of them is in a wheelchair. I'm still not clear what their powers are. There was an issue where they had trapped Lobo, and it's crazy stuff. But I digress. Let's move on. Like I said, the art is pretty great. Overall, the issue as far as the storytelling was very clear, very concise. A lot of establishing, a lot of setup for future storylines, major storylines that are coming up in Joshua Williamson's run, and yeah, we're gonna have Brainiac, we're gonna have the two villains I mentioned, and they're gonna be playing major parts in Superman's life, from what I can see. Overall, a good oversized issue with a lot of action, good characterization for the most part, as far as Superman is concerned, and and I'm pleased with that because I think Superman should always be portrayed correctly. The bad. I'll point out the bad. Like I said, the bad is not that. It's not that bad. Yeah, I will say the bad. Like I said at the beginning, Joshua Williamson makes some weird decisions as far as his storytelling is, and I don't I you know I it's weird to put a finger on it. I'm not sure if it's really his choices. Is he being mandated to write characters this way? um, are these writers in DC Comics and Marvel Comics being forced to insert certain characters that are just repetitive and very annoying, and the whole, you know, strong female types that all sound alike, act alike, and they are just annoying. It's like these professionals who have done good work before, they just don't know how to write women anymore. Just and I'll tell you what I'm talking about as I move along over here. Okay, basically what I'm saying is that all the female characters in this book are annoying as fuck. And let's start with Mercy. Joshua Williamson has made Mercy, which is Luthor's assistant, some type of cybernetic, half human, half cyborg uh, character of her. She used to be just human, formidable, a good hand-to-hand fighter, efficient, smart, bodyguard for Lex Luthor, sexy. Um, Not anymore. Now she's been given, like, for some reason Luthor's in prison. He's been put aside by this writer. Luthor is conveniently in prison, and he has left Mercy with a lot of a lot of power in his company. Very out of character. It's something that Luthor would never do. So that's one thing. I don't like the way Mercy is portrayed now. I don't like that she now has superpowers. Yeah. Uh, what's another thing that caught my attention that I consider it just annoying, just weird choices. Like I said, these two characters, again, Dr. Farm and Mr. Graft. I don't know what their deal is. Supposedly they have beef against Lex Luthor, and it's 7 issues in. They haven't gotten to Lex Luthor. I would think it would be public knowledge that Lex Luthor is in prison by the government. So why don't they go after him? Why don't they go at him? Why are they, gathering super villains? What's the purpose? What's the big deal? Why, if they have beef against Lex Luthor, why are they, teaming up with Superman villains for some reason? Another thing is their looks. Look at this. I don't know. This is he. I don't know. I think it's a guy, and he looks feminine. He looks like a transvestite. He's in a wheelchair, and I'm not clear what his superpowers are. This guy's worst. I think it's a woman. I'm not sure. And that ambiguity, that question mark on these characters, it just, it's not for me. I believe they're very annoying. Uh, you know, Villains. Another thing is Lex Luthor, man. Lex Luthor. Now, this is a biggie for me. I'm a huge Lex Luthor fan. Lex Luthor is a very iconic supervillain in comic books and in movies. And he's, Superman's arch nemesis. Lex Luthor is referred to in popular pop culture as, as being smart, as being a genius. He's synonymous with that, and evil to the core. From his times in the classic Superman movies, 1970s Superman movies, in the many TV series. He was always the opposite side of Superman. Sure, there was a friendship there, like in Smallville when they were younger. That has been established in comic books before. But Joshua Williamson just decided that, Luthor is helpless. He's being attacked. He's being hurt. He's in jail. He's helpless. And he's had this weird change of heart where he wants to convince Lois Lane, of all people, that he basically is a kind, good guy now, and he wants to help Superman. He doesn't hate Superman anymore, and it's a thing. It's a thing in this issue, where we go through several scenes, things that have happened between Superman and Lex Luthor, and basically Luthor comes to a realization that he always blames Superman for things, for how he felt and shit, and now he's come to the realization that it was him all along. And to me, this is ruining the supervillain aspect of Lex Luthor. It's just weird shit. It's like it's like he went to therapy, and now he's being fixed, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's weird storytelling. It's weird characterization, and I hate seeing a helpless. And this Joshua Williamson did such a good job, because at the beginning it looked like he was gonna use Lex Luthor properly. Like Lex Luthor got rid of the whole secret identity thing with Superman. Like everybody in the world knew that Superman and Clark Kent were the same person, and Lex Luthor wasn't having it, and he just erased that. And it was established. It was so well done, and boom, he does a 180, and he just puts Lex Luthor aside for some reason, and there we have it. Not only that, but Lois Lane, Lois Lane is now the screaming boss at the Daily Planet. She's taken Perry White's position. She's in charge. She yells. She's a bossy. She's generic bossy, strong female type. And look at the way Don Jurgens has always portrayed Lois Lane as a sexy, feminine looking woman. Over here he was obviously given different directions. Look at this. She's all butch, wearing these boots and the jacket and the whole biker fucking look. It's just crazy, and what she annoys the fuck out of me. The thing she says, I would love to write Lex Luthor obituary. Okay, that I understand. She doesn't have love for Lex. She knows his history. She understands, and she's waiting for the other shoe to drop. She thinks Luthor is faking it. He's not really a good guy. Eventually, he's gonna betray Superman, and hopefully, she's right. And but she's a bossy bitch now. She's very annoying. Look at her here, like this panel, giving orders to the security guards in the jail. You can go. Lex is good guy now, right? We'll be right outside. Like, why? She's just she's a reporter. What authority does she have to boss these guys around? It just to me doesn't make sense. It's annoying. Look at her face. She's a high strong bitch, arrogant, bossy, and she's there like passing receipts to Lex Luthor out of all people. And Lex Luthor being submissive and just being helpless, looking up at her looking down at him. It's just bullshit. It's this thing going on in comic books where they're making women act bossy and bitchy, and they hate men, and they don't. I mean, they can't actually make Lois Lane hate men because she's actually Superman's true love. So they hold off on that. But if it weren't for Superman, she would be that complete type of character, And here we go. We move on. And watch this. There we go. And then, big surprise, out of nowhere, Lex Luthor's mother pops up, and she is this, atrocious looking, bushy ass old woman, dressed like a man, with the ugliest fucking haircut ever, ugliest look. And just look, let's read a little bit of this dialogue. You both allow your obsessions to consume you. Look at my boy, such promise. By the time he was 4 years old, he could play any melody on the piano the moment he hears it. A fabulous ear. And yet he struggled to write his own music. I don't have time for this, Mother. Mother? You're Letitia Luthor? I thought you died. See? Where do you hear that? The Daily Planet? Grow up. Lex Luthor's father would rather waste his life in Smallville, but I was meant for more. Of course, because you're brilliant. Why do you think Lex came to Metropolis in the first place? Oh, so it was Luthor came to Metropolis inspired by his mom. Now, enough, Mother. I furnish you with a private island so you could never be seen or heard from again. Oh, honey, it was lovely. The guards were fabulous as well. But when you decided to hand over LexCorp to that alien, it triggered a few precautionary measures. I am still on the board of directors, and I returned to Metropolis to investigate whether you had the right to make that kind of transfer of power. Also, I didn't come alone. You see what I mean? Another annoying fucking ass bossy bitch. And all women are being written like this in comic books. And DC Comics is not an exception, man. It's crazy. Why do we need another bossy woman around? Belittling men, being shown as better than men, alluding to being better than men, alluding to being inspirations. So now, she inspired Lex, and it's just bullshit. And I don't know why Joshua Williamson is going this way. It goes beyond me. But that's not all. I told you, she could never come back here. It's too dangerous. No one can know about her. Ta-da! Thanks, Dad. You really know how to make a girl feel welcome. Lena, what is happening? Surprise. So Luthor has a daughter. Her name is Lena, and she's also no feminine attributions to her at all. Like, because in comic books, women are not allowed to have breasts or to look sexy or to be curvy, to wear dresses or to be feminine and be cute and be sexy. Nothing. Now women have to be bushy, and they have to dress like men, and act like entitled, arrogant bitches. It's crazy to me. So this is the bad of this. It's just, I don't know. That's three annoying ass female characters in Superman right now. It's incredible, man. It's incredible, and I don't know who enjoys. The fans do not enjoy characters like this. Whatever happened to women being smart and having strong positions and but also being sexy, being feminine, being mothers and being loving and taking care of their men, being wives. That's a bad thing in comic books. That's a bad thing in movies now. It's just a crazy thing. Now we move on to my last pet peeve. Brainiac, he looks great. Like I said, the art is amazing here, and Brainiac is up to something. He just invaded the planet Brawl, and he's about to cause some major destruction. And he's using this. I guess they are called. I guess they're Lobo clones of some sort. But this is the annoying part. Their names. One of them is Tiburón. The other one is Duende. And it's just, so I speak Spanish. Tiburón means shark. Duende means, duende, I guess that's like sort of like a hobbit, something like that, something along those lines. But they are Spanish names, and it's stupid. I don't know why Usher Williamson decided to give them Spanish fucking names. Is it because Lobo is actually Spanish for wolf, and I guess he's going along with that thinking? But Lobo had a meaning. That name had a meaning. Lobo was created by the late Keith Giffen, rest in peace. And he was given a name not because he had Latin roots or anything like that. It is he who enjoys eating your entrails or something like that. In his planet in Sornia, that's what Lobo actually meant. Something along those lines. But it wasn't because he had Latin American or Spanish roots. And Joshua Williamson he's so fucking stupid. Like, I don't understand that part, Anyways, this clones, this Sornian. Another thing is the Lobo's not the only Sornian in DC Comics now. There's other Sornians, and they're working for Brainiac. So here we go. They're causing a lot of destruction. I forgot the name, so it's Tiburón, Duende, and the big guy. Let me see, I don't remember the big guy's name. Oh, the big guy is, his name is General Chacal. Chacal is another Spanish word, another Spanish name, like a dub, like a nickname, Chacal. They ring like Mexican gang members, and it's bullshit. It's like, what are we doing here? It's not cool. I don't think so, but whatever. And those are my pet peeves. Those are the bads of this book, and that's my breakdown of Superman oversized number 850 anniversary issue. Beautiful book. Overall, like I said, from a scale from 1 to 10, I think this is a solid 8. But I'm just annoyed with the bossy, strong female, arrogant type characters. You know, Lois Lane has been turned into one. Now Lex Luthor's mother, Lex Luthor's daughter. Why bring all these fucking women into the fore? I mean, why don't you stick to the source material with Superman? Why do we need to have an extended family for every fucking major character in the Superman world? You know what I'm saying? It does not need it. And there's gonna come a time where we're gonna look back at this, at this times as this ridiculous trend where every fucking major character was paired up with an annoying, strong female type character. Maybe a little teenage girl that is foul mouthed. They're doing it to the Hulk. They're doing it, they did it in the Batman. They in comic books is prevalent. It's been going on, it's been happening. And there are exceptions to the rules. There's other comic books out there that are not going along with that. But as far as the major characters, they are being ruined with such things, And I'm surprised because this Joshua Williamson, he's a good writer, man, and he's getting a lot of high-profile books. Is he gonna be doing that in Duke, in the G.I. Joe book over there when he writes it? It's just, I don't know. It's very, very concerning, very alarming to me, that we gotta be put up with this, with the destruction of femininity. And every little girl reading, if they ever read comic books, they're gonna think it's okay to act like these women, and it's stupid. I understand also going the other way, the other extreme where women they belong in the kitchen, bullshit. That's not true either. There has to be a balance, but you have to understand where I'm coming from with this, Anyways, guys, thank you for listening to me, and please subscribe to my channel, give me your thoughts, and thank you. Peace.